Hello, welcome back to the channel. Well, today's been already incredibly complicated. Got a bit of an issue with one of the shouldn't say that. With one of the Austin Healeys. The clutch is gone, even though I've only done the clutch about 8 months ago. So I've got to go and pick it up on the trailer, but that involved getting that Triumph off the trailer. Also, the gearbox is playing up in the van, so I had to go and borrow this Jeep, which is my old Jeep, if you may recognise it, to do the actual towing. So we just got to get the Mark II Jag out the unit now, and then we can go and pick the Healey up, and then hopefully I want to get the clutch out tonight if I can, gearbox out, so we can see what's going on, because hydraulically it's working fine. Okay, next. Go on, you alright? Right, so that's back. This is the one that's causing all the problems. He's already stripped out the transmission tunnel and other stuff. So we think there's something wrong, like, in there. Oh no, they're just saying it's reoccurring issue.
Well, it's different.
Oh, it's a different reoccurring issue.
It is a different, it's to do with the same item, but it's a different item, and it's a different, it is a new clutch, so.
Okay. Right. Yeah, right. Let's get pushing it. Go on. Okay. Yeah, keep going. Straight. No. Yeah, we're pretty good. Right, now straight. Straight. Yeah, you're good. That way a bit. Oh, bugger. Ugh. Left. Right, get ready on the brakes. You're about to go over the lip. Forward, that way a bit. Whoa! Actually, no. Come forward another 2 inches. Whoa! That'll be fine. Rapid, strapping. Oh, we need to look like dented out. Yeah. I'm not going to mention that to her. Right, we got it back. Just going to try and get it in the workshop now, and we can start digging into it and seeing what's going on. Andrew's come to help me push. Okay, right, Triumph's back on the trailer. And this little beastie's back in here for the second time. So I think we're going to crack on with this tomorrow. Gosh, it's dirty.
Is it? Oh, I'm having a week off this week.
Yeah.
Alright, you better give her a sex, right?
Right. Hello. Right, next day. This car's really, well, it's not really low, it's not like a flipping hot hatch or something, but it's comparatively low. So what we've done is put it on 4 dollies. So jiggle it round to get the arms of the lift sorted. Got that on. Disconnect the battery because we're going to take the starter motor off. I always I keep the old caps off new batteries, because battery cables have a habit of, I've hooked that one under the mallet for the wheels, but they've got a habit of like pinging back to the same shape if you're not careful. Yeah, so I'm going to get it up in the air. Oh, do we take the starter motor off first? I don't know. I don't know. Did this a long time ago. Well, it wasn't a long time ago, it was about 10 months, but in the scheme of cars, that was quite a while ago. So, I think before it goes up in the air, we'll drop the prop off, and we'll have a look at taking the starter motor off. And also we'll take that, my dad's disconnected the speedo cable, we'll take it off on that fitting there, on the 90-degree drive. And see where we go. I'm quite interested to see what's going on inside this clutch, because something's wrong. But the car's probably only done 500 miles since we did the clutch, so it's right, prop off. Righty then. So starter motor is off, pulled back out the way. How you actually change it, God only knows. It seems sort of, you must have to move the servo, I don't know. We don't need it out anyway. So yeah, start motor's off, slave cylinder's off, pins out. That doesn't, I don't know, that's probably what it sounds like. We need to take this rear, I don't know, engine steady bar off. Then raise it up, drop the rear mount, which is up in there. Sorry about that light today. And then start doing the bell housing bolts, I think. And we start thinking about getting it off then. It's all pretty easy. The access is not brilliant, but it's not ridiculously bad. Livable with. Right, crack on. It's a really nice day for South Wales. It's like 18 degrees out there. Don't really want to be in here, but gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, this bit. Alright, so I had a bit of a think about how I did it last time. And from what I remember, I had it supported like this. I've got all the bolts out the bell housing now popped off. All the bolts are out that rear mount. I think what I did is got a step ladder, climbed inside and picked the gearbox up off the gearbox lift, which is semi-supported on, and then swiveled in 90 degrees. So I took the driver's seat swab out the bottom. Ooh, that fuel line looks a bit, might do that while it's in bits, while it's up in there. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a go. It does smell, you can smell the clutch burning already. So, heart in the hands moment. I'll give this a go and see how badly it goes. Should be okay. Right, well, this is good because I think we can see the problem. There's a bit, basically the thrust bearing's collapsed, or something's happened to the thrust bearing. That shouldn't be that shape. And there's also a bit there, which I don't know what that's doing. And there's a broken spring, or section of spring, which I can just see there. So yeah, there's something going on. We're nearly out. Another 2 minutes. And the stressful part is over. If it goes okay. Right, will that go? That'll come off now. Right, back up inside and get rid of it. Shit. Ow, ow, ow. Alright, so when I took the gearbox out, this part fell off, which I thought was part of the thrust bearing, but it's not. It goes on the cover plate, but it appears to have come off this locator thing here, and the thrust bearing is buggered. Torch is in the way. That shouldn't look like that. Sorry, I'm just shaking because I've just been lifting the gearbox. So yeah, I think what happened, well, it's a combination of things. It's falling apart basically. Right, so get it down. Get the gearbox. Oh, I don't know if we do need to take the gearbox out actually. Nah, we won't bother. It's alright where it is. It's not going anywhere. But probably need to turn this switch upright so it's not draining oil on its side. We'll do that in a second. We'll do that nearer the floor. Okay, so the aftermath. This is what's happened. You can see there's a load of bits in it which look like sort of lumps of grease, but they're not. What they are is lumps of thrust bearing, which shouldn't look like that. It should look like a nice machined face, which is supposed to run smoothly on that part. It should be on the outside of the cover plate and locks in with the tangs in the fingers. And then that's supposed to come from behind and lock this. That should be part of that. So you can see how immensely hot that's got. It's probably hardened the finger. You can see it's a Borg and Beck clutch. Borg and Beck clutch. Flywheel looks perfect. It's not worn at all. Yeah, so quite why that's happened, I don't know. So yeah, I was hoping this would be a, oh well, if you've got problems with your Healey clutch, this is what might have happened. But I think this is one of those, we'll see what the suppliers say, but I can say, oh, we haven't heard of that before. It doesn't seem to be oil. Well, you can see that's pretty much, bar a couple of scuffs when I was putting the gearbox in. It's pretty much as new. So, unfortunately, I think we bought this clutch a year and a week ago, or a year and 2 weeks, something like that. But it was from H Spares. They're a pretty good supplier. My dad's got 2 Healey, so he buys a few bits and bobs of them. So we'll see what they say. Oh, there's 6 bolts in that. Why have I only got 5? Ah, one's still in the driver. Alright, that's probably it for this one then. So, pretty easy really. Unbolt the gearbox. Rotate. I should have took the gear lever off, that was a pain. Rotate it about 45 degrees so that lump for the starter motor can come out. And then sort of pull it back, supported by the engine stand underneath, gearbox stand, and then rotate it 90 degrees. Like I say, it would have been a lot easier if I took the gear lever off. I'll do that, put it back in. But yeah, that's probably it. So that's been my morning. I think that's probably took me, I don't know what time it is, probably 2 hours, 2.5 hours maybe. Yeah, maybe about 2.5 hours. And I was taking my time, trying not to damage anything, trying not to put dirty handprints on the seats, yada yada yada. Okay, like I say, thanks for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, etc. It all makes a difference. We do appreciate it. And we'll catch you soon. Probably next, we'll be back in the Civic. Well, I'll be back in the Civic this afternoon. But right, laters. Take care. Right, what is supposed to happen, like that shouldn't have way there. What's supposed to happen is that's on the inside.
Yeah.
That holds that on the fingers. That presses through from the other side.
Okay, so okay.
This is not supposed to move. The carbon, which is not there, but it's in lumps in the bell housing, is supposed to be a smooth machined face, which presses on this metal bit.
Yeah.
This bit has obviously got immensely hot, because I don't remember it looking like it's been heat treated when I put it in. So what order this went in, I don't know. Either the thrust bearing crapped itself, or this came off, that sleeve came off, this started being able to rotate, which then got that so hot that destroyed itself, or I don't know which order round this went in.
So that should have been pressed into there to hold that in.
Yes,
in the
this
center.
stays on here.
That must be what happened then, isn't it?
Well, or this started eating itself and it got so hot that this expanded slightly and the sleeve came off. It could have been whichever way. It could be whichever way round.
Yeah, alright.
Because you can see, I hadn't noticed earlier, this bit's been jangling.
Okay, so that would be underneath.
Would be underneath this cover plate. Turn the cover plate over and actually had a look on the other side to see what it looks like. No, perfect. Oh, look, there's another bit.
Another bit.
Right, that looks like a shim which goes over that. That presses through there.
Never been used.
Yeah, but I'd be a bit nervous about those things.
No, this is going to go back to...
That gets pressed into there, and then that's that's how that should be. Which, you've probably got the old one, haven't you? No, you would kept the cover plate, didn't you? The clutch plate, probably not the cover plate. Because all the springs were embedded in the...
Yeah, I probably have everything.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I need to take some pictures and get back to the suppliers then. I suppose,
Yeah. Because there's no... I thought, there's oil in the bell housing, it's got all this slip, this, but it's not. It's lumps of this thrust bearing that's in there.
The thrust bearing was still mounted.
The thrust bearing was still mounted perfectly. Still with the two... There's tissue down by the front door there. The thrust bearing was still mounted perfectly on the arm. But when you pulled the gearbox back a bit, you could see all these spare bits jangling around on the input shaft. So yeah, I haven't... It's a new one on me. Wherever you talk to HBs and they go, another one of them.
I don't know.
Well, try it, obviously.
Now we've got some sort of information. We can...
Well, because it worked perfect for...
Yeah.
Something's destroyed itself, wouldn't it?
Yeah.